Hi, friends. How are you today? So good to see you as always. Oh, goodness. I say it every time. I'm going to say it again. I'm absolutely living my best life. And today, the reason is because we're going to chat with Ibrahim Nwagui. Did I get it? Even close.
Yep, you got it perfect.
What?
You got it
Oh,
perfect.
we're off to a great start. So he
Yep,
is a business growth consultant with Lion Sun International, correct?
yes, ma'am. Yep.
Oh man, this is going to be a great one. We're off to a great start. Well, thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. And I can hardly wait to learn about what you do because I want everyone else to know. So tell me what a business growth consultant is.
So it's a myriad of things, right? But on the surface level, um, we help you to identify how to grow, and we do that in various ways. So the first could be very topical, where if you are looking for if you're looking for B2B sales, a partner in that, an advocate, we can act as a corporate ambassador. If you are a small to mid-sized company and your business is either stagnant or distressed, we can provide analysis and strategy planning for you. And then the last way that we help is through implementation business partnership. So that's more of a long-term partnership approach that we take, where we not only do we put together a plan and from our analysis, but we essentially hold your hand and walk through this thing with either a turnaround effort or an increase in revenue, whatever you're trying to do. So we start with the introductory call just to figure out if it's something that we can even help you with. We figure out where you are and where you're trying to go, and then we see if we can, fill in that gap and go from there.
So you really go in and help small, medium sized businesses. Do you work with large companies too?
More so in a contractual type of basis, I'd say. But in terms of just the independent work, focused on small to medium sized businesses, because a lot of times they may not have the resources to or even the brand name to get recognized by a larger consulting firm, but their needs are very real, and so I like to meet people where they are. I've been this way for as long as I can remember, and now I've put in the work and undergird myself with the tools to do it on a larger scale. I've armed myself with the business acumen and have the background and the partners and the network to really help some people out.
So you really go in and make a difference. So you act as their sales team, your business coach. You go in and really, so it's all so small and business, small and medium size.
Yeah,
And you really are their voice. You kind of help. Do you restructure? Do you? I'm sure you're guiding them.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're going
So
in and really helping them grow their business. Is the bottom line here.
yep, yep, and it's everything is attached to your revenue, right? And I think that that's the biggest thing to take away from what we're trying to do. It's not I wouldn't call it like a feel good type of, almost like a nonprofit. I don't know where my outcomes. We take the introductory level very seriously to identify your objectives, and identify the metrics of success, right? Because there's oftentimes small business owners, they're really good at their service or making the product that they make, but they're not good at running their business. So that's the base level of, okay, you have a good product, you have a good service. Let's peel back the layers of your business, because you may think that there's something that you need to do and you may not be ready for it, or it may not be necessary. Um, we just want to look at your business and see if it's even structured correctly to make profit, or are you fighting against yourself? So it's really a, a deep dive into the structure of someone's business. And ultimately we're trying to help them increase revenue, um, or make revenue, right? Because they may not even, they may be operating at a loss. So just want to help people out, to reach their full potential.
Yeah, because we talked about this before we hit record. I'm really good at some stuff, but I'm not, I mean, I get in my own way. So I understand that. People are really talented in some aspects, but lack what your expertise is. So you let the business owner do what the business owner does well, and then you teach them, you guide them, you restructure to get their sales and their revenue up. It's an amazing, it's so important because first of all, you kind of give an insight of what's missing or what could be better. And as business owners, you're just like this sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I'd say too, so my background in terms of what I'm attempting to do here and what we found a little bit of success so far, right? We're still growing, but my background, it was very much so philanthropic, philanthropic, sorry.
It's a hard word.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a tongue twister. But it's funny because I would do this and I didn't have any money myself, right? It was just like, you know what? I feel like I either know somebody or know something that's just outside of this person's scope that can help them. Let me make the connection. And so I've always done that. I had a small organization that I did that, primarily during the pandemic. I interviewed over 100 entrepreneurs, and the premise of that was we just wanted to check in with them and make sure, number one, that they were doing okay, because it was really rough during the pandemic, specifically for people that didn't have a safety net. Yeah. And then number two, it was, it was for us to share our platform so that maybe somebody that looks at what I have going on, they may be interested in patronizing this person that I'm bringing on my platform. So it started there. But back then, um, I realized that I didn't have there was a few things that were missing from my toolkit, from my toolbox, that would enable me to take it to the next level that we are now. And that's why I decided to pursue my MBA at Texas A&M University. And so what that did, that took the passion and it undergirded with the tools, framework, the network, and a bit of the credibility of our abilities to do these things for people's businesses. So like I said, the passion was there, but now we have a much more robust toolbox to be able to help people out. So we can look at your financials. We can look at your overall business structure. We can look at your customer segmentation. We can look at the demographics that you're focused on. We can help you dig into some data. We can do some research on your behalf to identify some areas that may have been overlooked, a slight shift, a big shift, or as simple as, you know what, let's get your house in order first. You may not need to try to grow at all right now. There are some internal things that aren't a part of your business model that you need to address. So all of those things right now, and we're excited about what we can do, and we just want to help people, at the end of it, because we think that we have a unique perspective. Because been an entrepreneur myself, and there's times where I wish I had a business partner who was really just trying to help me, and was clear on how they're going to drive my bottom line.
Yeah. So you cut through, I mean, there's a lot, you know what you're doing. You're going to help a business owner. So the business owner isn't trial by error trying to figure this out. You've got a plan, you've got a strategy, and you will really help this person grow. Because the small and mid-sized businesses are the backbone of this country. I know you hear all the corporate stuff, but it is running the country, and they're so important to keep vital. So
I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
Amazing
And,
thing.
and there's a big breach in communication between the people that are, I'd say, like larger corporations within a market, and the smaller guys, and then even within organizations. So there's so many layers to why your business may not be working, right? So there's a few frameworks that I have and a few let's just say patent pending um approaches that I have, even down to a person's or organization's culture and inefficient communication and how that affects your bottom line.
This is amazing. And patent pending, that's exciting.
Well, okay, you know what? Let me bring myself down, right? So there's that actual patent. I don't want to do any false advertisement, but you do have to sign a contract before I can, kind of let you in on my proprietary on my IP.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hear you.
Yeah.
So what's the best way to reach you? Is an email, a website, or a combination of both, or a phone number? What's the most efficient way for somebody to reach you?
So we have been very deliberate about building up LinkedIn.
Mm,
We found that LinkedIn is a great platform to reach people and to be found when you reach people out in the world.
mhm.
So our LinkedIn is very simple. It's Lion Sun International.
Okay.
In there, you can find the content that we post daily and weekly. You'll also find a landing page, a link to our landing page there. You can also find me. You see my last name there, Nwagui. You type that last name in, and there's probably 3 people on LinkedIn with that last name, and I'm the only guy. So you click my face. I used to have a beard, so you may not recognize me. That's me. I used to have a beard, so click my face, and then you can see my background and kind of piece things together as to who I am before I started this business and in my area of expertise.
That's a whole different subject. You'll have to come back and we'll talk about LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn. It's so
Yeah,
important,
yeah,
even for small businesses. Even so,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
so well, thank you so much for joining us today. My internet did okay, and your internet did okay, so we were lucky.
yeah. This is a good omen here. That's a good
Yes,
omen.
very good. All right. Well, thank you so much. Reach out to him on LinkedIn, and he's got a very robust page. And I'm looking at his picture; it looks exactly like that. Don't let the beard fool you. It's him. Looks
Yep.
like him. And so, friends, thank you so much. Thank you again, and we will see you very soon. Everybody, be safe and be well. Talk to you later. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jim.